Hi everyone, my name is Valentina and welcome to my channel. And in this video I'm going to make lace panties because I had a leftover lace, and since last year I really wanted to make lace panties with chains for myself because before I made it only for my customers. Keep watching this video till the end and I'm going to show you the easy way how you can sew the elastic band to your panties. So let's go. First, I'm going to make red panties and it's going to be a thong, and as you can see I've already cut the pattern out of fabric, and here you can see all parts of my panties. And I didn't add any seam allowances because I'm going to treat the lace edges with the fold over elastic. Now I take a gusset and put it face to face with the front of the panties and pin it. Then I turn these pieces so that the front of the panties is face down. Next I take a lining and put it face down and pin it. And sew a straight stitch at a distance of 1 centimeter. Next I take a back of the panties, put it face to face with the gusset and pin it. Next, I need to pin the gusset and the lining, and to do that, I place the back and the front of the panties between the gusset and the lining this way. Then I need to sew a straight stitch at a distance of 1 centimeter. Now I trim the seam allowance a little bit, and now I turn out the panties so that all the parts are in their places. I've already trimmed the top edge of the back of the panties with the fold over elastic, and now I need to do the same with the top edge of the front of the panties. I take the fold over elastic the same length as the top of the panties and add 3 centimeters on each side. Pin the fold over elastic and then sew a zigzag. I prefer to use a 3-step zigzag, but you can use a regular zigzag. In the same way I process the panties on the sides. Now it looks better, right? I left the tails 3 centimeters long in order to put the rings into these tails, and I do it like this. And now I need to sew a straight stitch, or I can sew a zigzag stitch. I usually sew a zigzag because this way the seams look very neat. I've already prepared 2 strap elastics 17 centimeters long each, and now I need to take these elastics and put these elastics into the rings. And now I need to sew a zigzag stitch. I want this ring to be on the front of the panties, and first I wanted to sew on this ring with a hand stitching, but then I decided to do it with a sewing machine, and I did it slowly and carefully to avoid any mistakes. I've already added the chain on one side, and now I need to do it from the other side. The chain should be the same length, and I put it into the rings with the special tools, a jump ring opener and a jewelry plier. It may seem that the panties with chains will be uncomfortable to wear, but this is not the case. They are very comfortable to wear and look incredibly cool. And would you like to make the same panties for yourself? Let me know in the comment section. And my panties with chains are finally ready. And now let's make the blue ones. On the back of the panties is going to be a triangle with the beautiful lace edges, and on the front of the panties is going to be the white stripes made of the soft strap elastics. The middle seam on the back of the panties I processed with my favorite stitch, and I will leave the link with a video of making my favorite stitch in the description box so you can go and watch it later. That is why this stitch is my favorite one. You see? Love it! I connected the back of the panties with the gusset and the lining in the same way as I connected the parts of the red panties. I sew the white elastics to the front of the panties as follows. On both edges of the white elastics I sew a narrow zigzag. You know, I actually tried to make a straight stitch, but it didn't work because, you know, the lace is stretch and the white elastics are also stretch and the seam may burst. So it's better to sew a zigzag. I connect the front of the panties with the gusset and the lining and with the back of the panties in the same way as I connected the parts of the red panties. I pin the gusset to the lining because it will be more convenient for me to sew an elastic band. The sides of the panties I connect with my favorite stitch as well. You know, when I learned how to make this stitch, actually the sewing became easier for me, because now I can do any lingerie using this stitch and of course without any overlock machines. And now, as I promised, I'll show you how to sew the simple way, how to sew the elastic band to the panties. We need to connect two edges of the elastic band and sew a straight stitch. Next, place the elastic band to the lace edge so that the shaped edge of the elastic band is at the bottom. And start to pin it. I usually start doing that with the side seams of the panties. Next, spread the elastic band around the lace edge and pin it. Next, sew a zigzag close to the shaped edge of the elastic band. After that, turn the elastic band to the wrong side and sew a 3-step zigzag. This is the good way to sew the elastic band to the panties. Did you know about that? Let me know in the comment section. I take the elastic band equal to the girth of the panties on top and add 6 centimeters to put the rings at the both ends of the elastic band. After sewing the first zigzag close to the shaped edge, I turn the elastic band to the wrong side and, first of all, sew a straight stitch close to the rings. By the way, I hide the ends of the elastic band under the elastic band itself so that the wrong side looks neat. And next I can sew the 3-step zigzag. And now I put the strap elastic into the rings just like I did with the red panties. And all that's left is to sew a zigzag and my panties will be ready. And guys, I really wanted to show you how I made the white panties, but the process was so relaxing, so I just forgot to make a video. So sorry for that, but I hope you can understand it. And what do you think about my new panties? As for me, I'm really happy because I finally freshened up my underwear closet. By the way, how often do you buy a new underwear? Let me know in the comment section, okay? And for now, thanks for watching and see you soon!